Hey there, this is Dave from the Author's Reserve, and welcome to Getting Started with Fountain Pens. If you've been curious about fountain pens but don't know where to begin, you're in the right place. This is a short, no-nonsense series where I will answer beginner questions in 5 minutes or less. This isn't a sponsored series. It's actually started because a friend of mine who grew up using fountain pens in India wanted to know how to get back into them. She asked me, what's the best pen I should start with? And I realized I didn't have a simple answer for her. Since one of the core ideas behind the channel is helping people gain knowledge about fountain pens, I decided to make this a series. The goal is to get you writing with a fountain pen as quickly and painlessly as possible. Little caveat here, this is going to be an opinionated guide. I'm not going to overwhelm you with a dozen of options. I'll give you one, maybe two solid recommendations per topic. And if you just want a good answer without getting lost in the research, this is the series for you. Of course, you can always go off script and explore other options. That's totally fine, of course. But what I'm recommending is a reasonable, high-quality choice that will work for most people. The first topic in this series is buying a fountain pen. Before you can do anything, fill a pen, clean a pen, choose an ink, you need to have a pen to start with. And while there are a lot of options out there, I'll make it easy for you. If you want a high quality, reliable, and affordable fountain pen, my recommendation is going to be the Lamy Safari, without a doubt. Lamy is a German company known for its modern, minimalistic designs and functional high-end quality. Founded in 1930, they've been making fountain pens for almost a century, if you think about it. The Lamy Safari was first released in about 1980, originally designed as a student pen, but it became popular because of its rugged durability, ergonomic design, and smooth writing experience. And today, it's one of the most popular fountain pens. Why the Lamy Safari? First, it just works. A lot of beginner pens can be hit or miss, but the Safari is incredibly reliable. The ink flow is consistent, and it writes when you need it to and doesn't dry out quickly if you set it down for a few days. That's important when you're starting because nothing turns people off faster than a pen that skips or won't start. Secondly, it's built to last. The body is made of ABS plastic, which is the same material as Lego bricks, so it's lightweight but surprisingly tough. You can toss it in a bag, drop it on a desk, or even accidentally step on it, but like Legos, I wouldn't recommend it. And it'll just keep working. If you're worried about breaking your first fountain pen, don't be. It's going to be tough, and it's so inexpensive that you can just replace it. Third, it's comfortable to use. The grip section has a triangular shape here. Some people love it, some don't, but if you're new to fountain pens, it helps with the positioning of the pen so you don't have to overthink how to hold it. Fourth, it's easy to customize. The nibs are interchangeable, meaning that if you start with a fine, like this one here, and later want to go to a medium, you don't have to be buying a whole new pen. You just swap out the nib. Lamy offers a wide range of nibs from extra fine to broad and even calligraphy nibs, so you can experiment and find out what you feel most comfortable with. Fifth, you've got a lot of ink options. The Safari uses a proprietary ink cartridge, and an ink cartridge is just a plastic tube with ink in it, which are convenient, but if you want to explore bottle inks, and trust me, you will, it also works with a converter, so you can use any fountain pen ink you like. And finally, it's affordable. Affordable, but not cheap. It's not the lowest cost fountain pen out there, but it's one of the best values for the price. It's not a pen that will grow with you, but it's great for beginners and still appreciated by experienced users. I have maybe a half dozen of them myself that I keep throughout the house and in the car and so forth. So the bottom line is if you're getting started and want a pen that's going to give you a great experience without headaches, the Lamy Safari is my pick. By the way, this is a Lamy Safari Vista. It used to just be called the Vista, and I chose a clear one so you could see the inner workings of it and all the parts. But the typical Lamy Safari looks more like this one here. Now, a quick but important note, where you buy your Lamy Safari matters. The Safari is one of the most counterfeited pens out there, and if you see one for half the price of a normal Safari, it's probably fake. These counterfeits can have poorly made nibs, low quality plastic, bad ink flow, they can leak, and sometimes even parts that don't fit correctly. I'm not even sure that this one is real. I'm still trying to determine that. Avoid getting scammed by buying from reputable retailers only. That means established fountain pen shops and stationery stores, not random listings on eBay or Amazon from unknown sellers. I've linked to a starter kit down below from Goldspot. This comes with everything you need, including cartridges and converters and multiple nib sizes. You can also tailor what parts you want to have in your kit. So really the only choice is what size of a nib do you want? My suggestion is that a fine or a medium is going to work for most beginners. If you write big, then you should probably try going with a medium. And if you write small, such as like on a grid paper, then you will probably want to go with something more like a fine. Let's go through the starter kits from Goldspot. We've got Lamy Safari in charcoal, which looks like this outside of the box. And these are all three of the pens I'm going to show you are fine nibs. This one comes with a bottle of blue ink, and you'll need a cartridge with that. And it also comes with a blue cartridge. Lamys usually come with a blue cartridge. The counterfeits sometimes won't come with one at all. And sometimes they'll come with one that's black, so that's something to look at. They all will say Lamy on here, whether it's a counterfeit or not. And same with the converters. They'll say Lamy on them as well. And even the counterfeits will say Lamy. Sometimes the counterfeits won't have these two ears on the converter. That's just something to keep an eye open on. The other one is the all black model, and that is also a charcoal pen, fine nib. It also comes with a blue cartridge and a converter and a bottle of black ink. This black kit also comes with 2 additional nibs, so you have fine, medium, and extra fine. The ink is pretty large. They're 50 millimeter bottles, which are substantial. They'll last you quite a long time, definitely more than a year if this is the only ink that you're going to be using. And it comes with a little bit of blotter paper in here. You just pull this out after you've filled your pen, and then you can wipe the nib off to keep it nice and clean. In addition to these, I'm going to be throwing in some fountain pen friendly paper, and then I'm also going to throw in a couple of black cartridges as well. I am also going to be contributing one of my own starter kits, and that is a Lamy All-Star, which is the aluminum model of the Safari. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. The grip section is clear, so that allows you to see the ink flowing through there. It also is a fine nib. I'm going to be including a black cartridge and a blue cartridge and a converter, some fountain pen friendly paper, and 4 ink samples from my own collection. The winner gets to choose which one that they want. This should get 3 of you started, I hope. And if you have any questions about anything that I've mentioned in this video, don't hesitate to reach out. The keyword for this video is Lamy. Just put that in a comment down below. And that's it for this video. In the next video, I'll show you how to fill your fountain pen. If you found this was helpful, hit subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and keep writing.